Hey, how's it going, guys? What is up? Sora's back for another guide, I suppose, slash tips, tricks. I'm not sure what to call this, but yeah, I guess it's just gonna be a little segment from now on, I guess, whenever there's like something new coming up. But it's probably gonna be like similar as the rest though, but yeah, whatever. I'm gonna try and keep this as short as possible, but this is more focused on just the current Proving Grounds event, which is Earth favorite. So let's just jump right into it. So this time around we have water bosses, which is also Earth favorite again, because we have an upcoming water favorite Guild War. So I'm assuming that's probably why. So anyway, first things first, you'll be wondering how many weapons do you need. So this weapon is exactly the same. I would definitely say it's exactly the same as the fire sword, the fire proving ground sword, because they're exact same weapon skill. Probably just the very different Ogi base special, whatever you want to call that. That is very different. But yeah, you'll be wondering how many do you need. But if you ask me, you just need 2 at most, I would say, because you actually cap with 3 guns, because you need 3 of these to actually cap your skill damage. But honestly, you don't really want to fill your entire grid with 3 of these, because it takes up too much space. So usually at most you just want 2, and the last one, if you really want to max out your skill cap, you just use Ultima or your Opus, whichever you want to, you know, put it whichever you feel like using. And seeing how having 3 of them is going to be super redundant, because not to mention you have so many other different weapons you want to fit in there. Yeah, obviously Ultima is a nice thing to have. You have your Opus, you have your maybe probably your unknown weapons or some other stuff, but you have to keep in mind this is also an unknown, so technically you can just kind of remove your Xeno stuff for these. But that's really not much of a problem, because you actually be wondering, like, you know, the Xeno stuff are massive and this is just big boosts, right? So which is better? You just get slightly a small reduction, but you have the extra bonus of a skill cap. And then people be asking once again, do you really need skill cap on water? We don't really see much of that now, but the thing is, we have the exact same thoughts when the fire sword came out. It's like, because when it was released, the fire sword was kind of like decent or average at most at that time. We did not even have like the so-called nuking whatever shit back in the day. And then as time goes on, then we have like all these characters and all that starting to appear, and then we have like massive nukes. You know, for example, like the whole, you know, having Athena, or like even the funny part is that you could even say the likes of the Hellas revamp right now is also one of those characters that can actually do an extra nuke in X amount of turns, you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you ask me, it's best to at least just try to farm 2. Can be a little bit tough, I suppose, for some people, but it's not really that hard, because most of us actually managed to finish it in like the first night itself. So it shouldn't take too long for you, unless you just really have like hard time trying to kill off EX or EX plus, I suppose. Alright, so let's move on into the difficulty itself. So honestly, you don't really have to clear everything that, yeah, because you know there's Proud and Proud Plus as well. So obviously you don't really have to clear everything, only try to attempt if you're strong enough, because honestly, if you ask me, Proud Plus is super cancer. I was legit pissed. Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. So if you're not strong enough, I just suggest you just skip it altogether. It's honestly fine. You don't really lose out all that much. Probably just a normal tier 2 ring, which you can farm through Baja Ishal anyway, which is from the blue boxes. So yeah, it's not really that bad. So if you really want to farm the gun itself, honestly, you will either go for either EX or EX plus. So if you ask me, the which one is better, I honestly can't tell, because most of the time I tend to farm in EX plus and it seems to drop relatively often. But if you ask me, if you think EX plus is just really hard for you, then just obviously stick to EX, because it still drops in EX anyway. But if you can clear EX, and if you think that you the speed between your EX plus clear and your EX clear, if it's not really that big of a gap, maybe this is just very slightly slower. You know, like few extra buttons you need to press and all that. Honestly, it's fine. Just stick to EX plus. It's not that bad. So if you can, if it's not that huge of a the time gap between your clear for those two difficulties are not that huge, yeah, then just go stick with EX plus. If it's really that huge, then just stick to EX. It's okay. It's fine. Because I actually did manage to get like I think 1 or 2 drops before just from doing EX, like from this one and the previous one. So yeah, it's totally okay. And last but not least, this is kind of like the obvious thing. So you will want to clear all of your badges. You know, clear all of your badges. You want to clear all of your PG points, and then obviously also you want to clear your trophies, which is the maximum one is to do 50 times. But if you're trying to farm for the gun itself, I'm fairly certain doing 50 times is very easy. So the important thing that is you really want to clear is this too, because it provides you all the wonderful tickets, all the nice mats, the rings, and all that stuff. And not to mention, you get this wonderful SSR ticket, which you can just use to get, you know, any sort of summon characters or moon weapons, which is up to like June. Yeah, the release is up till June or something. No limited characters will be included, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, it's pretty good. And the other thing, just to keep a reminder that this SSR tickets is better off keeping them, because they, even though they're in like the draw page here, you know, usually in the ticket and other parts here. So like if it's, because this one appears here, even though it's not part of the main banner, but this ticket in general for some reason actually follows the current banner that it has. So you can actually draw like the current banner items like Flash Fest or Lake Fest or whatever with this SSR ticket draw. So it's better to just save these tickets whenever those banner comes. This does not take into account of your Spark Cerulean Stone Spark counter thingy, but you can just, you know, use it on that banner if you would just want to try your luck to get like a limited character on that banner or some sort. So yeah, so remember to keep those. Shouldn't use that on this stupid shitty banner right now, because this is a very stupid banner, because no double rates and stuff, right? And so yeah, that's really about it for this Proving Grounds little guide tip tricks. I don't know, I really don't know what to call this video, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Leave a like and subscribe and all that good stuff. That will really help me a lot. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again on the next video, or hit me up on stream. I'm always there streaming every day, you know, similar time and all that stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys. Bye bye.